2019's been quite a year. And I say this now because there's a possibility that this will be the last camp I get out on this year. It's the 30th of November and I'm in the Peak District. Meeting a couple of folk today and just been evaluating the year really in my head on the drive over here. I'll just wait till this farmer's out of earshot, his muck spreading. Steamy field, look at this. Warm turds getting spread over that. Warmer than I'm going to be tonight, I guess. Anyway, sort of been evaluating 2019 and it's been quite a year for me. This time last year, Wild Astro as a channel was nowhere, didn't exist. I knew I wanted to start wild camping, but I didn't have any gear. Christmas was when I got the bulk of my gear, Christmas of 2018. And so 2019 has been a year of firsts for me. Many firsts. First wild camp. First solo camp. First time I've been to many areas, like the Peak District. First time I've ever made a YouTube video. First time I've made any video of any kind. Met some great new people. Meeting someone new today as well. And today is going to be the first time I've ever slept in a cave. Do you know what the other first is? The other first of 2019 is the first time I've realised that there are people out there who are much more similar to me than I thought. You know, you go through life with friends and sometimes you meet people that are very much like you. But a lot of people in your life aren't. But I've realised that there are a lot of people out there who are just like me, want the same things I want out of a trip, and think the way I think, and I like it. It's nice. And I'm really pleased that at least a few of those like-minded people have decided that they want to come on this journey with me. About 236 of you at the moment, as I speak, have decided to hit that subscribe button and follow me on my slightly overweight, slightly lazy, these journeys where I'm getting out of my comfort zone a bit. And it's amazing to me that there are that many of you, even that many, that can be bothered with following me. And you people, I've got to thank you. You're amazing. The people that comment on my videos and tell me how much they enjoy them, thank you. I can't say it enough times. I'm just doing it for me. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed being outdoors, and I thought, well, I'll share it with people, see what happens. It's been said before by a couple of other people, but I'm just a fat lad wandering around in the hills. And you guys want to see it, so thank you. Thank you. I'm going to get out on the trail a bit. It's just a bit of road at the moment, and then I'll talk to you a little bit more about where I'm going and who I'm meeting. So, I'm in the Peak District. I have parked in the centre of the village of Chelmorton. And I am meeting up with one person you already know, Dave Outdoors. Get over to the Dave Outdoors channel if you've not been over there. He's been banging a lot of great videos out recently. Well worth getting over there for a watch. Even his little girl's got in on the act recently. Little Izzy, shout out Izzy, how you doing? And the other person I'm meeting today, you may or may not be aware of from YouTube. Her channel's called 2Born2Travel, and her name's Georgie. And I'm really looking forward to meeting her, to be fair, because she is, from what I've seen from her videos, one of the most random people that I've ever experienced. Very much like me, needs to be outdoors, can't sit still for very long. Her last video proved that. I think she managed 3 hours and 20 minutes before she absolutely couldn't stand sitting still anymore. But that's the kind of randomness I'm talking about. Her mate made her sit down on the sofa and see how long she could stay there for. So Georgie, I understand she's quite keen to pick my brains on astrophotography, bits and pieces, which is great, because actually it looks as if we might, fingers crossed, get a clear night. And because of that, I've brought the big DSLR camera and big tripod with me. So yeah, if the opportunity arises, we are full on astrophotography tonight. I've already mentioned briefly that we're camping in a cave tonight. That's Georgie's idea. Dave won a competition on one of her recent videos. She's done a video series called Be More Random. Take a look at that. It's worth watching. It's good stuff. Anyway, Dave's prize was to come and do one of Georgie's random trips. And he asked if it was okay and then invited me along, for which I'm eternally grateful. Yeah, we're sleeping in a cave tonight. The cave we're heading to, if you know Chelmorton and the Peak District at all, you probably know the cave. It's called Hobbs Thirst House. Hobbs Thirst House Cave, also known as just Thirst House Cave, I believe. The Hob is a reference to a local legend. Hob was a goblin who was very grateful for being released from his capture by a local man, and was so grateful that he started mending things for local people. I think the legend says that anything left outside the entrance to the cave, anything broken, would be fixed by the next morning, which is a bit interesting. We might put that to the test later, although I tend not to bring broken things with me. I don't fancy breaking anything just to test the theory. A nice walk, this. Not a breath of wind. We'll assess the situation when we get there, see if it's suitable for any drone shots. I will check back in with you once I make contact with Dave and George. Oh, in the meantime, some of you will be aware, because I posted photos, that I did head out to the Lake District 2 weeks ago. Not the Lake District, the Peak District 2 weeks ago. Went up onto Bamford Edge for the first time. Spent the night. Some of you will also know that it was very cold, very wet. Standard for this time of year in the Peak District, I think. I've not posted a video on that. I'm probably not going to post a video of that. The following 10 seconds of footage is a very good representation of that trip as a whole. Thank God that's over. And here it is. There's the man himself. How are we doing, Dave?
How you doing, guys? All right?
Yeah.
How's it going?
This is a bit different, isn't it?
It's a bit of a wild camp with a twist, this is, isn't it?
Oh my God. That's amazing. Look where we are as well. We're right down deep in a valley. Fantastic. Dave's starting to build us a bit of a fire. That's the sum total of the dead standing wood we managed to find, or any dead wood on the ground.
Good shout on the candle, George.
And here's Georgie.
Hey.
So the full team is here, and I'm going to go and have a wander to the back of this cave.
So we like it now, will you?
Oh, whatever you want.
Oh, no, it's up to you, George. You just let us know when
You want it to make coffee,
Whew. Oh, it's quite cool, this. Ah. And then, yeah, I read about this. It drops down through a little opening to another cavern down there as well. I think I may explore that one later.
I'm scared to put my hands in the bloody wall now because
Right, guys and girls. There is bed for the night. I'm quite pleased with it. I've used the Lanshan ground sheet there, just put that to keep the mud and clay off the bottom of the thermarest, and then thermarest extern pad. There's my regular Van Gogh Venom 300 sleeping bag with the Van Gogh Deep Sleep thermo pillow inside. Quite chuffed. Looking forward to it. I'm right next to the dropped into the second chamber there though. So if anything comes out of there, it's getting me first. The other guys have opted to go a little bit closer to the cave entrance.
Need to feel the cold, don't I, you see?
But they're not too far away if I feel the need to scream.
we'll be running. There
There we go, Georgie's here. Got herself a nice plastic bivvy set up. There's Dave down there. He's good to go as well. I think the next thing I'm going to set up is the camera gear, because it looks like, fingers still crossed, looks like the sky is clearing. I'll get back to you on that.
Oh, I used to have that sleeping bag. Yeah. It was cool.
my good one, the zip broke, so it's now a dog sleeping bag.
Well, folks, we are tucked up and about to attempt to get some sleep. And if you can hear my voice echoing in here, It's an interesting old place to sleep. We've come further into the cave to sleep because it's a bit warmer back here, to be honest with you. I'm not far from the drop down into the second chamber. And I'm all right. But I've told the guys, if I hear any noises coming out of that second chamber, I shall be out of this place at a rate of knots. What's concerning me most at the moment, I don't know... Ooh, what's concerning me most at the moment, and I don't know if you can pick this up, is that just here, someone has scratched RIP in the rock. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of sleeping next to that, really. But anyway, we'll manage. And I'll see you in the morning. Night, night, folks. This is the cave roof above me. It's an interesting little formation, all kinds of seams of, I don't know if it's limestone or, they are limestone caves, I believe.
I very much doubt you're going to get cold in your eyes.
Bit of a hole directly above my head there. There's George and Dave a bit further out towards the mouth of the cave there. But yeah, this is what I'm sort of looking at. But what's very, very interesting indeed is that underground cave systems are one of the only places where you can experience truly dark. So that is black. Black. It is an odd experience, not having any light for your eyes to get used to whatsoever. Well, good morning, everybody. That was a very, very enjoyable, interesting night. The quietest place I've ever slept. The darkest place I've ever slept. Not cold. We cleared off back towards the back of the cave a little bit, away from the entrance here. And it was much warmer, noticeably warmer back there. Got a bit of a frost on the ground this morning, which is nice. We're just getting packed up and getting some food ready. Get a bit of hot stuff inside us. Looks as if it's going to be a beautiful day. Sky just looks white on that, doesn't it? But it is actually blue this morning. And yeah, it's been a good night. Very cold morning, and it's not often we have to climb to get home from camp, but we're going up there, and it's steep and it's icy, and Dave fell over getting down here. That's it, folks. We're back to something like a path now, bridleway, and we're heading back down to the cars. We managed to get a little bit of astrophotography done last night. The clouds didn't give us a huge amount of opportunity, but if what we did get is worth showing, then you'll be seeing it about now. We've had a good camp, folks. There's George.
Yeah.
Had a good time. There's Dave over there. It's been a good one, and what a morning to wake up to. Absolutely glorious. It's a way to start a Sunday. Folks, if you've enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button. I'd be ever so grateful, as always. Thanks to those of you who already have. Big shout out to my nephew Sam. It was his birthday, same day as mine on Tuesday last week. I had to come away early from his birthday party to get here and meet these guys yesterday, but it was worth it. But big shout out to Sam. Hey, happy birthday, buddy. And I'll see you guys next time. And if that next time is not before the new year, Merry Christmas to you all and Happy New Year. Have a good one. This is Richie from Wild Astro, signing off. See you guys.